bad habits. Good morning, y'all. Oh, bad habits to you. Ooh. Good morning. Whew. Good morning, good morning. That shell's blasting. My new headsets. What's this right here? Yeah, get my groove on my new headsets. By the way, yeah. Thank you very much. Cool. So, all right. Time for my walk down, my stroll. This shit is crazy. But there's more foolishness going on in the news as always. Hold on one second, y'all. Let's see. Hold on. Let y'all check out some atmosphere here real quick. So, yeah. Atmosphere in the news is still back and forth. Stuff always going on. The foolishness continues. Alright. But anyway, let me get to my two topics, y'all. Try not to be long. I only picked two, but I may go into a third. Depends on if the spirit is still moving me. Of course, my little house plan. If you have not purchased the short story that I wrote years ago, it's called "The Greatest Pain Ever Felt." The greatest pain ever felt, conversation with my absent biological father who never wanted to be found. And it's only $10, like 45 pages of me telling the story about when I accidentally found out about my actual biological father at age 22 and meeting him for the first time in person at age 39. If you'd like to holler at that story, see what it's about. One of those important stories in our community about fatherlessness and people being told who they are. As it relates to who their fathers are, because that seems to be a big issue. We always know who our mothers are, but there's been some situations where we don't know who our actual fathers are. So that's what that story is kind of talking about. And $10 Cash App, Rico the Opinionist, $ Rico the Opinionist, Cash App or PayPal. And should you decide to participate and purchase your copy, please send an email address with your payment, because it's only in a PDF format. So as soon as you send me an email address, I can email you your copy. Cool? Cool. Whew. Okay, let's get to this whole thing about DaBaby. Since yesterday, the rapper DaBaby who's being canceled before our eyes because of some statements he made at his concert. And again, my issue with all of this is attacking one's right to free speech. We live in a democracy, right? We live under this document called the United States Constitution, right? So, and my statement will always be, free speech is not just a speech that you agree with. And it appears to be this is the case every time someone speaks out, but only when it offends whites, Jews, homosexuals, and Asians. And that includes white women too. When I say whites, I include everybody. Claude, what's up? And so, it's interesting how, and then you have these people that say, well, when you speak out, there's consequences. God damn, it's consequence to everything, even the choices you make. So that statement is dead to me. If that's the case, if you truly believe that old asinine statement, so what are you saying about Dr. King? What are you saying about Jesus Christ? What are you saying about Malcolm, Marcus? What are you saying about Nat Turner? What are you saying about these people who used their free speech and even used their lives so you can have free speech, unedited? See, when people say stupid shit like that, that's nothing but plantation cowardice. Fuck all that. Everything we do and say, there's a consequence. So every time you say that, you insult the people who came before you. So what do you think? So I guess Fannie Lou Hamer, she deserved her consequences, huh? When she spoke out against the injustices in this country, even in the political process, when she made the statement, our blood is drenched in that flag, or the flag is drenched with our blood. So y'all stop saying shit y'all think is so brilliant. And without thinking about the people who, I guess, suffered consequences, so you can have your smart mouth ass here. You know, that bothers me. There's something wrong with Americans. Because it's something you don't want to hear, so you want to invoke that. Well, you know, it's consequences, even free speech. Yeah. So I guess you saying that your consequence was me telling you to shut the fuck up. How about that? That's your consequence. Whoever says that. So anyway, and he had the right to say, and then, you know, I've always had a conversation about how people switch narratives when it suits them. And y'all need to understand what switching of a narrative is. And that's what the country has always done. Back in the day, it was referred to as marginalizing. Finesse Rice, what's up? You know, it's called marginalizing. And then back before that, it was called propagandizing. You know, like Hitler did with the Jews. Made it seem like they were such bad people and always talk crazy about them. So when something happened to them, nobody really cared. They're like, well, they should have done that. And so then people like Malcolm X and Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad and all these folks that spoke out on behalf of black folks unapologetically. And then, of course, the mainstream white media and the bought-off black media. Oh, my God, that's demagoguery. They're racist. They're separating the people. Now they're trying to make them seem like they're such bad people. And they've never done anything to hurt black people except for speak up for them. But the outside forces that don't want to see black people unite on any level, well, except for debauchery and foolishness, but together to unite economically, educationally, and politically. No. So they're going to put out what is called changing narratives. Now, I heard what he said. And those of you stop asking what the fuck he said, because it's right there on social media. You go on social media, look up World Star Hip Hop, look up social media to find out exactly what he said. And then you make your mind up from what he said. I heard what he said. He said nothing. He said nothing that was derogatory towards gays or people who are suffering HIV and AIDS. He was saying those of you who behaved in a way that so you didn't contract HIV and AIDS, good for you. Those of you who didn't bend over and when he said to all you guys that made it here who didn't suck dick in the parking lot, he was saying to all you guys who didn't sell your soul or you didn't do that weird shit or behave sexually inappropriate, shout out to you. That's what he was saying. But we're going to act like we don't speak hoodies or Rapanese. We're going to pretend we don't understand what these people are saying. Good morning, sugar. You know, we act like we don't understand what these guys are saying, what people are saying, only when it's convenient. And anytime it gets interpreted to you by somebody who doesn't look like you, well, we already should expect a remixing going on. So now they're saying he was homophobic towards gays and all this. So anyway, he said, then they added, he was very disrespectful to women and gay men. I mean, they all over. Instead of us coming out and saying, look, we don't like his content as a rapper. We don't like any of these black rappers' content, but goddamn it, we're tired of you. You know, marginalizing, you know, and it's interesting how they love to attack straight black men. But you know, that little gay rapper, Lil Nas X, well, he claims to be gay, says the N-word all the way through his shit. What did he say, Vanessa? He said it was nothing, just gotta make it seem like it's a big deal, nothing directed to the gay community. Exactly. And so, but since we don't take time out to read and keep up with what we're doing as our community, we let other people interpret the information to us. Because we live in days of high technology. We got folks using their own money to fly to the moon. You mean you can't click, 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 press to find out exactly what the fuck is being said or what information is being put out there? That's what I'm saying. This intellectual laziness has to stop in our community. Other people are very deliberate in what they do. This is nothing new. I'm not speaking anything new. I listened to the scholars 40, 50, 60, 100 years ago. They told us about this. We got master's degrees, PhDs, belong to these elite organizations, social organizations. We got all kinds of information. We still act like a bunch of dumbass pickaninnies. This doesn't make any sense. Damn. So anyway, now the baby has apologized again specifically to the gay community because, you know, the governor's ball, who else has dropped him? See, Lollapalooza in Chicago had about 100,000 folks. Shout out to the Delta variant. Go eat all their asses up in there. And then you're gonna have, yeah, that's right, she's just getting out of hand. Been out of hand, shit. Then you got the governor's ball in New York. And then I think somebody else has dropped. He's been dropped by another festival in Vegas. But the question becomes is, now we're watching all this damn Delta variant news all on television, and we're watching how local cities are now saying that the hospitals have begun becoming inundated with so many new cases thanks to this Delta variant, but yet still these motherfuckers still having $5, $10, $50,000 gatherings at festivals. Why y'all still producing festivals? That's the question we need to be asking. Damn what the baby said, but y'all got to understand the process of buck breaking. Understand the process of buck breaking, or go read about it. And it's no secret why when we look on TV, we see the tallest, the darkest, the strongest, the most muscular black man reduced to that of a sissy or a female. They're in dresses. You got LeBron James and half of the NFL, NBA players, 6'5", wearing little ass children clothes, little jackets, and carrying man purses. But they supposed to be men. You got Dwayne Wade around here with Skittles colored hair and shit, with his husband running the goddamn marriage. It's all this is on purpose. You got Terry Crews, the epitome of black masculinity, black buck, just black man, lets a little bit of that Jewish man grab all his penis and balls. And he gets on TV whining about it. He touched my pee-pee. He touched my pee-pee. And I ain't hear him because people would have said that I'm a big old black dude, and I put my hands on him. You need your ass whipped, Terry Crews. And that's why we got on your ass. Because obviously you don't understand the process of buck breaking. The process of buck breaking involved taking the biggest, blackest slave, male buck, they refer to him, and making an example out of him in front of all the women and the children and other men. And they still do that today. Y'all ever wonder why the movie King Kong or the old show Mighty Joe Young? Mighty Joe Young, he was ferocious and mean to everybody else, but he's very gentle to the little bitty blonde white woman. She was able to tell him what to do. This gorilla that can climb buildings and knock airplanes out the ground, out the sky and shit. But the little bit ass, half an inch ass white woman can say, "No, Kong, no," and he listened to this bitch. Y'all understand? Buck breaking. But we won't read. Again, we have PhDs, master's degrees. We're CEOs and owners of businesses, but we still don't understand the American history as it relates to European and African in this country. And they pull the same shit on us. So the baby, another example of a masculine black male being buck broken before our eyes. And we don't see anything wrong with that. We're so stupid. Well, you know, he said something wrong. He needs to apologize. But it's funny that those same white folks, those same Asians, those same Jews, those same homosexuals, those same black feminist females or God-fearing women don't ever get in a group and demand that all the black rappers apologize to the black race for all of the murderous, most violent things they say daily in their music and all the murderous and violent images they promote in their music. And we never demand that the white, Jewish, or homosexual owners of rap music and distributors of rap music, the producers of this rap music, apologize to the black race. But we're going to let this one man, we're going to bring an elephant to jump on a mouse, and we think that's cool. You're going to let all the white media. And then you got black female bloggers. You got everybody else jumping in on him because he allegedly offended the LGBT. I want to know where the black Christians at. Where the fuck y'all at? Why have y'all allowed the damn LGBT to get so goddamn big? Don't y'all preach about what's right in the church? What's going on? And I'm going to keep saying, where are the black Christians? Because white conservatives don't play there with the LGBT. You know what? The LGBT don't mess with the right-wing Christian conservatives either. You know, the Trump supporters? They don't mess with them. But they run roughshod over these black Democrats and black liberals and black Christians. And black men need to get away from that liberal shit. Get away from the black church. Get away from the black Democrats. Get away from them. Because all you do is try to make every other black boy an effeminate, unsure, bitch-ass dude. But who is powerful when he's attacking black? They get rewarded to attack black. And isn't it interesting how these same ghetto black dudes say, yeah, man, I'm a product of my motherfucking environment. But you do all this shooting and killing and suggesting the shooting and killing of other black men, you bitch-ass black rappers. But when it comes to white folks and Jews and Asians and homosexuals, you get some intelligence and you know which line not to cross with them. Y'all, come on, man. This shit has been written down in historical books. It's been written down. We won't read it. This psychological behavior is not something new. And we still say Willie Lynch was a fake letter. You gotta be out your damn mind. Willie Lynch is before our eyes every day. Hold on a minute. Let me let that hater in the sky go by. And so, I need the baby and all that. Stop apologizing. Stop apologizing, baby. And they talking about, well, Rico, I'm sure, you know, he got to feed his family. He's losing money. Well, goddamn it, he was already rich before he lost this. I don't understand. Y'all be talking this shit about NFL players, NBA players, and all these people losing money. They already got $40 million in the bank. So what, they need to feed their family. I don't think they're going to starve with the $10 million you got in the bank. So the point is, just say you scared and you're a coward. You already understand the instructions. You can attack black all you want to. Just don't attack or insult Asians, whites, homosexuals, and Jews. That is the instructions of these black rappers. I'll debate any one of them. I'll debate any Negro or Jeff Johnson or anybody else who try to say this is not true. Get your top intellectual Negro and bring him to me, and I'll just make that one statement, and I dare that son of a bitch to try to prove me wrong. And then what anybody will say, well, why you got to say anything about anybody? That's not the goddamn point. Let's go what the going point is. They can say whatever they want to say that's ugly and destructive and raggedy and mean and murderous and violent to black people, as long as they don't cross the line. And you think somebody like the baby wouldn't be this articulate and intelligent, right? Because he sounds pretty smart, I guess, but, you know, we view these rappers as not being bright people, but all of a sudden, when they write their apologies, you think they've gone to college. They've written a 50-page term paper. I just want to express that I apologize for my language. It was very insensitive. And yes, I need more education to help to minimize my ignorance as it relates to HIV and the plight of the LGBT. Oh, wow, really? You're that articulate when you kissing their ass, huh? But when it comes to us, man, fuck that shit, man. I'm a motherfucking G, man. I'm all beast in this shit, man. Beast in these motherfucking street, man. You know, you're real tough. You can't formulate words when you're talking to black folks. And that, if y'all don't understand, this is the point that I'm driving home. If we're going to shut down, if we're going to attack black rappers for the things they say, make them start what they say to us. That's the revolution right there. See, it's easy how they can pull Elton John and Madonna and these other little black celebrities, whatever, to come out against the one little rapper. But you can't get them to come out against all of the rap game, against all the brutality that they push on black folks. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me know if I'm talking crazy. And this is my little platform, my little Facebook, my little YouTube channel. I just say what I say and I move on. You know, because it doesn't make any sense. How we can sit here and think it's okay for them to do that to him. Again, we don't have to agree with his content, but we better start respecting the right to free speech. Because we can't always, free speech is not just limited to when you're talking about your own race or saying something negative to and about your own race. It's stupid. And people are even going with that shit. And then Negroes around you say, well, you don't want to be saying nothing crazy. I heard that on one of these rap shows, morning rap talk shows or radio shows. Well, he's still talking crazy. You know who else talk crazy? Jesus talk crazy. Malcolm talk crazy. Fannie Lou Hamer talk crazy. Harriet Tubman talk crazy. Marcus Garvey talk crazy. Nat Turner talk crazy. All of them talk crazy based on what's being said. When they talk about freedom, they all talk crazy. And guess what? You saw what happened when they talk crazy. So we need to listen. Stop letting other people tell us what quote unquote talking crazy is. Somehow only talking crazy is when you're speaking truth to power. That's talking crazy. That's a bunch of plantation thinking Negroes. You done bought in and signed on to the bullshit. And so you're mad because the rest of us saying fuck the bullshit. I ain't got to have no $1 million. I ain't got to have all that. I'll take care of myself. And I guess one day if I'm tied to a corporation, I'll know better. But shit, if I ain't learned by now at 52, I guess I ain't gonna learn. I guess somebody came to me with a $50 million deal to let me know, hey Rico, if you don't say this and that, we can keep you rich, bro. Well, I'm waiting for that deal. I'm waiting for that job, I guess. They pay me enough to make me shut my damn mouth. I guess I ain't been paid enough in this field of social work for me to close my mouth or stop noticing things or speaking on things that I see. I guess I ain't been bought up enough. Maybe I should have studied, athletics and got into football and got a $80 million contract, or, maybe I should have been born a little taller. Got me a $120 million basketball contract or something so I can learn to shut the fuck up. But I guess when I'm a working stiff, a working poor, we don't know how to close our mouths. But some people, man, but we ain't just trying to get out here and then lose what they got. Well, stop mentioning the people who lost what they had so your ass can be here and be a coward. Stop talking about Malcolm. Stop talking about Harriet. Stop talking about Fannie Lou Hamer. Stop talking about Jesus. Stop talking about all the people who had less than you and gave up more than you willing to give up. Shut the fuck up. I meant that. You have no right to mention these people's names. Don't even talk about W.E.B. Du Bois, old punk ass. I'm talking about nobody who lived through the fire and still stood up and said something. Ain't no fire around you Negroes today, and y'all still scared. It's like that gun line in that movie Life. It ain't even a real gun line. But in your mind, you know not to cross that gun line. Psychological slavery. Come on, somebody. Here, we won't even stand up and speak out against the bullshit that's going on with black colleges. And when prime time says anything, all of a sudden, you need to stick to coaching. You need to do this. Maybe you need to get some wins on your, just Negroes. And the college graduates who are talking like this. The people say college is just a training center for more employees and go along and get along blacks. The HBCU back in the day used to be, black folks come out there and doing astronomical things and still speaking out for the race. These black athletes today, there's no Muhammad Ali's among these folks. But anyway, the baby stop apologizing. Stop apologizing. Here, if you're going to apologize to them, apologize to us, the people who you really hurt. These old tough guy, pistol pointing, pistol shooting ass. Yeah, man, these street rapper dudes, they're the first motherfuckers to apologize to somebody else. They don't apologize to their own race. And that's the problem. That's the problem I have with these little buster, punk ass, weak ass, tattooed up, tight pants wearing ass, grandma jewelry around the neck wearing motherfuckers. Don't nobody wear that much no chains down their body except for your aunties and your grandmas to go to church. These little punk ass dudes wearing chains down their bodies like a bunch of elderly ladies at church. And we supposed to take these motherfuckers seriously? You purposely take some perfectly good porcelain teeth and put jewelry in your mouth? You fucking retard. That's what I'm saying. But they ain't so retarded, they're not so stupid, they're not so tight jeans wearing, baby mama making, tattooed up motherfuckers when it comes to other people. They put on their best behavior. And shouldn't we be insulted by this duality? This two-faced, hypocritical behavior, and these tough-ass, mean-ass, man, take a nigga out rappers. So anyway, enough about these clowns. Another buck-breaking process is going on. And now these white folks, now he didn't apologize twice, and they still, well, it was so insincere. Now that he's losing money. Well, what y'all want him to do, white people? What do y'all want him to do, black feminists? I know what you want him to do. You want him to start wearing more pink shirts and start sounding like a bitch and go really hard on the black community so he'll know that he's not talking about gays. He's talking about blacks for sure now. So anyway, y'all get the point. I ain't gonna drive it in the ground. But my next topic here is, and y'all spread the word. Derek Hollins, what's up? Y'all share this live. All right, so how many of you have been keeping up with the latest? So hold on a second, y'all. The latest situation with these sisters. We got Twerkgate again, and it popped off. Twerkgate has popped off again. And I was trying to see what city it was in. Y'all seen all over WorldStar and Instagram and all that. These old ratchet ass, fat ass chicks. And I mean, not just their butts, all of their whole bodies, standing up on somebody's restaurant tables, twerking. With this weave everywhere, and of course tattoos. These chicks, why do they think it's appropriate to wherever they go, that twerking is okay? I don't give a damn if they played your song. You ain't supposed to get on people's tables, ma'am, and twerk. What is this? Why is this such? Why is this behavior? Why do they believe this behavior is acceptable anywhere? I don't have a problem seeing women twerk when I'm in a nightclub on a Friday and Saturday night after 10 p.m. That's where it's supposed to be at. Nobody wants to see you twerk in a restaurant when they're trying to eat steak and taters. Motherfuckers trying to eat their bowl of soup. They want to see you twerking. Motherfuckers trying to eat their salmon over a bed of rice. They don't want to see you twerking. They don't. And then some people just concerned about, it was white people in there and they was filming it. Who cares? They don't give a fuck. It's not about them. They're not the authors of appropriate behavior. But they don't set the standard. What's up, Abdul? Good morning, brother. They don't set the standard of behavior. But the point is, black women don't care. Y'all know this segment of black women, they don't give a damn where they are. I don't know who told them all that they was fine. But I blame black men for this. If y'all done have sex with these farm animals, with these ratchet rodents, they wouldn't think they was fine everywhere. But you look at every other obese or every other ratchet chick with tattoos on her neck and arms and legs and weaved out her head. She got 2 or 3 kids by 5 different black baby daddies. Y'all stop having sex with these motherfucking weirdos. Stop it. Keep telling you black dudes, y'all need to get in somebody's classroom or get a book or go to someone's psychological couch and get some goddamn counseling. Your standards got to be higher than that. You're gonna have to be. Because we do play a part in promoting this behavior. You keep on showing sexual favor to these fucking weirdos. These old clown-ass broads. Then they take their ass all over America and all over the world acting a goddamn monkey. Damn right. We do play a part in that, black men. This weird-ass shit. And now they got theirs again. Y'all remember Twerkgate happened here in Dallas. At what's that? Kitchens and Cocktails and Kitchen, True Kitchen and Cocktails in Dallas. Shout out to the brother who let them hoes have it. It's because my style came on. You think you can stand on his furniture? Now they ain't going somewhere else. And so my question still remains: when are black women going to nationally come out and do a press conference against this ratchet behavior, against this twerking behavior? When? Because black women, again, y'all can start falling off my live now, because I'm finna get on y'all ass like I always do. Because you're wrong on all counts. You sit back in silence and watch this shit, and as soon as a man says something about it, he got a problem with women. He hates his mother, girl, he gay. We know what his problem is, all that bullshit. No, we don't have a problem with our mother. We're not gay. We don't hate women. We hate bad behavior in everybody, and particularly women who claim to be so goddamn educated, who claim to be such business owners, who claim to be such political powerhouses, but you sitting around here twerking or watching other these whores twerk every goddamn way. Again, I don't have a problem with attractive women twerking in the nightclub where I go. But I want to see your stinking ass twerking when I'm trying to have my goddamn chicken potatoes and what's them goddamn rolls, them Hawaiian rolls. I want to see you twerking in a restaurant. I'm trying to enjoy my double shot of Crown Apple or Crown Peach. Fuck wrong with y'all? That's anybody. Even if I'm on vacation somewhere in one of these Caribbean islands, I want to see you twerking in the goddamn restaurant in the resort. Let's go twerk on the beach, goddamn it, 9:30, 10 o'clock that night at the party. That's fine. Why haven't we checked this ratchetness? Now, black men are checking it, and then the black feminists come out attacking the men for checking the ratchets because the black feminists want to attack the shit. I'm telling y'all, we're being set up. And women, y'all need to get on y'all shit and put these hoes in check. Tell them, for those of you, well, it ain't all black women. Did y'all hear me say all? But it's too many. Too many to have this, and black women, y'all need to publicly check these whores. Check them. Those of you who say that you're decent, those of you who say, well, I don't act like that, check them, because you know why I'm telling you to check them? Because y'all always tell us, y'all need to check them black men on their misogyny and their sexism. Y'all need to check these black men, and guess what? Like dumbasses we do. We always check other black men. Brother, don't do that, man. That's some messed up shit. We do videos. We check them in the public. Hey, bro, don't be hitting them like that, man. We always checking black men. But black women, y'all never check these ratchet bitches. Never. And that's a problem. Here, we got our men in check. Good morning, Mary Max. Check them. All of you who consider yourselves to be decent, educated, business owner, politically powerful, check these hoes. Because they don't do them to make you look bad. All they do is cause your numbers of marriage to decrease. Because when you got so many of them, and even if there's a sample variable out of the whole, it still serves as an explanation or a message or image of who the rest of you are. Y'all check these, or y'all believe it's just 3% of all black women, but they're the ones who getting the most goddamn play. Check these whores. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. When we're gonna check them? That's the question. When we gonna check them? I always ask. You know, all these celebrities, like, you know, Amanda Seals. When you gonna check them? Oprah, Ava DuVernay, Gayle King. When y'all gonna check these hoes? And all these folks. NDRE, when you gonna make a song talking about telling these bras, check them? Erykah Badu, baby, when you gonna check these bras? Y'all know all these famous women. Check this behavior. What's her name? Well, all the women in neo-soul, all the women in R&B, all the women in rap. When y'all gonna check Megan Good, Megan Thee Stallion? I'm not Megan Good. Y'all, hey, hold on a minute. Megan Good, I wasn't talking about you, baby. I meant Megan Thee Stallion. But when y'all gonna check all you so-called decent women? When y'all gonna check these ratchets? Because they're making you look bad. They're causing us to be turned off by you. Because y'all never check these Planet Fitness membership needing wenches. Natural hair salon needing hoes. That's what they need. Natural hairstylists. That's right. When y'all gonna check their behavior? Preachers, when y'all gonna check them? Yeah. Prophetesses. You prophetesses. When y'all gonna check these wenches? Publicly, on YouTube, Instagram, write articles, write books. Brittany Cooper, Dr. Brittany Cooper, job of the Pizza Hut. When you gonna check these hoes? Deborah Cooper, a feminist old bitch that hates black men. When you gonna check these hoes? When? It doesn't make any sense. All these outspoken folks, but y'all get up there and talk about right-wing Republican white men all day long, but y'all check this ratchetness that's actually the poison that's rotting within our race. We don't ever check them. We don't check these old ratchet-ass rappers. Abdul said not going to happen. Well, we have to keep demanding it, Abdul. We have to keep writing it. We need to have more Facebook pages, just Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, and in person. And if we have to pass newsletters around, you know, I'm good at that. 7 Black Women stuff. That, they need to be checked. Good Morning America need to have a segment on it. Have a segment on every goddamn thing else. Today's show, Tamron Hall, when you gonna check these hoes? All these so-called accomplished black women. The women that organize of the Essence Festival. When y'all gonna check this behavior in black women? Or y'all gonna sit around here and have 150,000 black women there loving and squeezing and sweating on each other every goddamn July in New Orleans? Yeah, I said it. Told you, Sodom and Gomorrah. But I digress. I may make the Essence Festival one of these days. Now I got to wait till about 2023 when this COVID thing really lets up, because I have a fear of big crowds right now. I'm sorry, I can't. That shit, we saw Chicago Laugh-A-Palooza. That shit just looked, anxiety just went through my body. That's what the hell's going on. So, anyway, I think I got time to do my third topic. And I didn't put it on here, but I'm going to talk about my third topic. If y'all got a couple of minutes. I just want to share this. If you have not read it in the news lately, Amanda Seales, y'all know who that is? She was the host of The Real, former host. She lasted maybe 6 months or 7 months, not even a whole full season, I don't think. But she was gone. She's known as being outspoken and all on Instagram and Twitter, saying her stuff about whatever. And she had this reputation of being very opinionated. Look, I'm Rico the Opinionist. I'm opinionated. Oh, Seven said the only person who can check these chicks is the white man. You're correct, brother. I believe that too, because other women, they will not. So I guess white men, who they twerking for, when y'all gonna put these ratchet chicks in check? No, I can't say that because they're doing the white man's bidding, because Minister Japa already said that most of these black women are German shepherds or the gatekeepers or the guard dogs for the white supremacists. So they might be doing his job for him. The ratchet and the foolishness. Because Sherazade Ali sure can't tell him. Dr. Frances Cress Welsing sure couldn't tell him. Dr. Julia Harris sure couldn't tell him. Dr. Joy Leary sure can't tell him. So they're going to have to be. And these are premier sisters. Premier black women. Felicia Rashad can't tell him. Premier sisters can't tell him. So, I guess you're going to have to be the white man. So I'm going to have to write a letter to the white man. Dear white man, will you please put these hoes in check? Put your hoes in check. Yeah, not these, but your hoes in check. So we can have a peaceful community. But anyway, Amanda Seales. She was on that HBO show with Issa Rae, Insecure. And she recently came out and spoke out against the premise of the movie King Richard, the one that Will Smith will be starring in. It's starting about the stories of Venus and Serena, their father, who pretty much was the king maker of those two girls, who created them to be the icons in tennis and the sports world that they are. King Richard Williams. And she said, why does it have to be about him? I want to see a movie about Venus and Serena. But see, and again, Amanda Seales being Amanda Seales. And guess what? As one who is a purveyor of, who enjoys the right to free speech, I want to extend to her, you have the right to free speech. And also, we also have the right to comment on the free speech that you put out there in the public. Just like anyone has the right to comment on whatever I say in the public. And I can't get mad about it. Just like people put some shit out there and say, well, if you don't like it, you can unfriend me and all that shit. Don't get no attitude. You put it out there for responses, so here they are. And, when Amanda Seales, a black woman who makes these kind of statements, it's very telling. And it's interesting that she doesn't want to see a movie about the man who made Venus and Serena, in actuality, who they are. So I wonder what she think about the story of Jesus Christ. How you going to tell a story about Jesus Christ and not mention God? God is what created Jesus. Come on, somebody. Y'all take a minute to process that. Goddamn right. You know how these young men always say, I want to thank my mother. When they get up there and they get their rap careers or their NBA or NFL career, I want to shout out to my mother. So that's okay when you do that, though. But you're not supposed to pay homage to black fathers or black men in general, period, in this society. And King Richard did the damn thing with those two girls. Now, did they pay back? They show their honor and homage to him in their social dating choice or marriage choice? No. you know, this whole lie about, girls want to grow up to meet a man that's like their fathers. Well, that wasn't the case of Venus and Serena. They met dudes who were totally, completely opposite, opposite race of their fathers. So that shit is out the window. That's one of them little sayings that we'll just say that's an opinion now. But anywho, my only issue is I hope Will Smith does his image, his message justice. I hope that he does it justice. I hope Will doesn't make him look like some ogre or some mean or some fool or anti. I just hope he makes him look like a loving father who protected his girls and guided them. As a man who did not even know how to play tennis. But he said, you know what? For moving them from here, moving them to LA, moving to California, and I'm going to teach them how to do it. He taught them. We want to know, how did he teach them? And he didn't know how to play. You understand how this works? And what it does is shine more light on the power of the influence of a father in the neighborhood, see, in the community. See, it's so bad in our race that, and even in America, fathers are so minimized and not even recognized as being the integral part of a child's life that she worked up her nerve to say, I don't want to see anything about the man who created them. I just want to see something about them. Isn't that stupid? But that's Amanda Seales. They said broken clock on the wall is right at least once or twice a day. So this time the clock is broke. And so that speaks volumes to what we think about black fathers and black men in general. And in the American society, fathers all around. Because America doesn't even want fathers. And certainly don't want strong, masculine black fathers who are directing their children to greatness and being self-sustaining, self-sufficient. Don't want that. Even when Mr. Williams was out really coaching his girls and they was growing up, you could see in the media, they tried to paint him as difficult and aggressive. There is an interview, I think was done years ago. They were little girls, and I think he was talking to Venus, the little white reporter. He asked her a question about, I guess, her confidence or something about it. She gave an answer like, yeah, I think I can conquer the world. I think I'm great. Then he said, then the motherfucker doubled down, came back and said, well, do you think that would be possible and this, that, and the other? And so she was smiling, looking straight ahead, and the daddy picked up on it right away. He said, the daddy, Mr. Williams, King Richard, from the back of the camera on the other side, yells out, look, you already asked her that damn question. What you trying to do? We trying to tear her confidence up? You now ask her another question. You've already beat that question to the ground. And the white boy started shaking and know what to do. See, that's the power of a protective father. He was protecting not only their ability to feel great about themselves, but their psychological fortitude. He's making sure, no, you're not going to make her feel doubtful about who she is, my daughter. She's great, and she's going to always think she's great. And that's what he said in that very moment when he spoke out in protection of his little girl. See, why don't we want to see that on the screen? Why don't we see homage being paid to a black father, but especially a black father, Amanda Seales? Why does that bother you, Amanda Seales? Why does that bother you so much, Amanda? Huh? Well, you didn't have your dad, or you have such disdain? And so this was her response to it. She said, well, people are saying because of my comments of the King Richard movie that I hate black men. And so she takes her cell phone and scans over to this black dude who's feeding her penis. She says, see? There's a whole black man right there. He's sitting there like a big bump on a log. And I want to say to you, Amanda Seales, see, the kind of female that you are, a feminist, angry bitch, don't really care for black men. Who cares for black men and black boys except for their utilities? Yeah, it don't take much for you to get some dick from a black dude. When you did that, Amanda Seales, you pointed at the camera over, I got a whole black dude. That is the equivalent of a racist white man saying, I got black friends. The man that cut my yard is black. There was the same equivalency to that, because you don't give a shit about him. And black men, just like I said earlier, black men will screw anything. Pretty much, not all, but too many. Y'all know this poor behavior now, this lack of sexual discipline in too many black men. And that's how you got in on that. Amanda Seals, because you're famous and popular. He doesn't like you because of your personality, because I don't believe that you're in sweet or in private. You're a bitch. Not very nice. You could be cute, but your inside be messing your face up. Your inside is not right. Well, a lot of y'all chicks don't understand. You could be pretty, but your insides are rotten as shit. Yeah, dudes will stick penis to you. Hey, most of us have had sex with chicks that we didn't really like. But, man, we just trying to get in that monkey and drop something off. Man. And then you wonder why, damn, all you want to do is have sex with me. That's all you have to offer, you mean-spirited, ugly on the inside heifer. Yeah. And also, I can put him up there with the guy that's dating, what's his name, Kris Kardashian, the Kardashian mama. She got her little black dude that slid up in there. So I ain't knocking your hustle. These hoes got this money, go get it. And she got that little popularity, go get it, bro. He had his head down, though. He didn't want. I'm sure he didn't want her to just put him on camera like that. I think it's the same dude that one time on Instagram, Amanda Seals was laying up in his arms, all relaxed and relieved, and saying something on Instagram. I said, look at it, that's the most relaxed she's ever looked. Yeah, black men are good for anybody's utility. Drain us of our resources, then cast it aside. Yeah, she's not very nice. So having said that, you know, you didn't do nothing brilliant or cute when you put the black dude on there. Because those of us who are thinking black men, we already know what time it is. And I ain't trying to put the brother's hustle on blast. I just understand. No, she ain't ugly. You know, she's probably tolerable, you know, enough where you can screw her. But I don't see how you want to talk to this broad. She'll never shut the fuck up. But anyway, and it speaks volumes, her statement. And it's probably not just her. She probably spoke for quite a few people. I don't want to see they dead. But also, let's go to this part that people probably were probably alluding to. Probably saying that, and I don't know if she said this, or she meant this, or wrote this anywhere, but she was talking about skin color, right? You know, y'all know Richard Williams. Richard Williams is darker than Venus and Serena. So he look like a real black man. I'm talking about one of them Olmec black dudes. You ever seen? Just Google the Olmec look with that wide nose and oval head, and he's a real black dude. We're gonna check out the book by Dr. Ivan Van Sertima that came before Columbus. Go check out some of the pictures there. And that's how Richard Williams, he looks like a real black man. And so, and she was saying, well, Will Smith, I mean, allegedly people are alluding to that maybe she was meant because of Will Smith is a lighter skinned man playing Richard. But let's go back. Will Smith also played Chris Garner and did a great job in the movie of The Pursuit of Happiness. And guess what? Denzel Washington played Malcolm X. Malcolm X was 4 shades lighter than Denzel, but the essence of the acting brought it out. And I want to be careful not to go too close to this line, because, meaning, you know, white people have always replaced a lot of black icons with like Elizabeth Taylor and all them kind of people, Richard Burton, you know, white actors to play African kings and African queens. I don't think it's something like that. It's so far-fetched, because Will Smith ain't yellow. He's a brown paper bag kind of dude. And what's called the darker skin. And there's probably other actors that probably could have pulled that off to look closer to Richard Williams, but Will is a damn good actor. And I'm looking at if he can pull out the essence of who Richard Williams was, that's cool. Now, let's see if you got Boris Kojo trying to play him. I'm like, okay, y'all went too goddamn far. But, because he's certainly not a better actor than Will, and also that's just too far-fetched. But Will has he has purported to play that part, I think. So, but anyway, I don't know. I'm not saying that she threw in the skin shade issue. I'm not going to put that on her. I just reading the comments and people were saying that she possibly alluded to that. I don't know. But all I know is, you know, we're gonna have to stop this beating up on black men and black fathers. Because, you know, how are we going to do this? And we look at statistics, say, number one, 94% of black men are married to black women. And CDC and the Pew Institute of Research says that black men are the most involved in their children's lives than any other race or ethnic group of men. How can we not read those statistics? And so, having this knowledge, when Amanda Seals says some shit like that, what you mean, bitch? How in the hell you want to talk about the one who made them? That is important. That's an important story for other black men. Let's go on to other black men who they want to see mentoring their children. This white mainstream media and these ignorant blacks. Yasmin, hey sweetheart, how are you? Let's go to LeVar Ball. Remember, they vilified him and marginalized him like he was so bad, but he said, my boys, all three of them are great, and they're going to all be in the NBA. So much so that he created his own league. I forget the name of his little league, Baller Brand, the Baller League. And it was so successful that the NBA tried to undermine and undercut him and use their elephant-sized machine to create the G League. Y'all not even paying attention, are you? See, anytime a black man stands up and exudes his power as a man, that devil said, no. We got to shut him down. We own all the media. We own all the blogs and all this, so we're going to make sure that he is marginalized and painted as some kind of arrogant, smart mouth, difficult man. Then they tried to put a sex thing on that last thing with the little white girl. And it's, of course, there's always a black man making sexual overtures at the white girls on that little show. And when she had no business talking to him, because he's like, look, I ain't talking to you. The little white chick got mad. So now they want to I'm going to try to put sexual accusations on it. And that shit went right away because we weren't buying this shit. And guess what? All his sons are in the NBA. And so they didn't like him cheerleading for his boys. Same thing with Tiger Woods' father, Earl Woods. Same thing they want to say, but he created Tiger. He put in the work. Y'all see the video of Tiger about 5 years old hitting balls across a goddamn whole park. His dad is teaching him how to hold the damn iron. His daddy was there. But we want to write off these black fathers who are creating masters of their own universes? Come on. So who else? Father was there. They tried to make sure they remove him. Remove the father so they can have their way with them. And Earl wasn't having it, LeVar Ball wasn't having it, and Richard Williams wasn't having it. And so they had to make sure their legacies are tarnished. And we fall for this, and then a lot of us helped them with that. No, we're not doing that anymore. Those days are over. Black men are no longer asleep to your shenanigans, mainstream, and bought off and sell out ass blacks. We have a lot of this stuff is able to happen because we got a lot of black folks who sign on to sell out other blacks. It happens every day. But yeah, y'all pay attention. Whenever a black man is standing up strong, good morning, Billy, standing up strong and remains steadfast on his position, we got to, as they said in the movie Color Purple, we got to bring him down a peg or two. And we go along with it. It's so, they don't even try anything different on us. You know, so shout out to the movie King Richard. I hope Will Smith, respects his image and respects his character, respects his contribution enough not to try to trivialize in order to get moviegoers and people to get people in the seats and don't be all extra with it. Just tell who the man was. Don't take too many dramatic licenses try to make him look crazy. That's the only thing I have. But to say I don't want to see a movie about him, I want to see a movie about Serena. Hey, Amanda Seals, you can go anywhere on any one of these movie apps. You can go to any video streaming website. You can go to PBS. You got all kinds of documentaries, all kinds of videos on just Venus and Serena. But you don't have anything really, maybe one or two videos talking about the major contribution of Richard Williams to his daughters. They wouldn't have been nothing without him. We're going to have to stop disrespecting black parents like that. Mainly black fathers. And it bothers the shit out of me. Every time a Negro gets his ass up there from an NFL draft and NBA draft, I want to thank my mother. If it wasn't for you, Ma, I love you. I mean, almost like they were dating or some shit. The shit is weird. It's very Oedipus complex in nature. When you thank you, Mom, what you need to do is say, damn, Ma, I guess I got to thank you because if it wasn't for you putting me in this impoverished situation, I'm going to have to bust my ass to try to do something to make something of myself so I can help your lazy ass get out the ghetto. If you had stopped at one child, we probably wouldn't have been so goddamn broke. But every black athlete needs to say this. NBA, NFL, or whatever. I want to thank you, Dad. Even though you may not have been in my life physically, but it's because of your physical attributes that you sent down to me. My physical build, my athletic agility. If it wasn't for your body being transformed to me through genetics, I wouldn't have been able to have this kind of ability. How come these black boys never say that? Because your mama 5'2", goddamn it, you 6'2", 220 pounds. Your mama didn't give you none of that. She created a situation where you were forced to use your physicality to help get you and her out the goddamn ghetto. Because she wasn't smart enough or woman enough to marry a man that could get all of y'all out of that fucked up situation. Yes, I just put the narrative where it needs to be. And because it bothers the shit out of me every time these Negroes get their dumb asses on national TV. I want to thank my mama. Ma, you always been there for me. Mama, you was there. But your mama ain't showed you how to dunk shit. Ain't showed you to run through no crowd with no football or nothing. Had to be some other man. So stop giving y'all mama all that damn credit, you dumbasses. You disrespectful little brats. That's stupid. Yeah, one for your father. But where the fuck you think you got your genetic makeup at from? If not from your mama, she fat. Most of their mamas are fat and out of shape. So y'all know you got no goddamn well you didn't get no goddamn athletic ability from her. What you got was psychological trauma fucking around with her. Because she had you in these ghettos, these weird-ass violent apartments, and these weird-ass violent damn neighborhoods. Because she couldn't stop at the third goddamn baby with the fifth baby daddy. So you end up being the one using your physical ability to help get everybody out that goddamn situation that she put y'all in. Won't y'all tell the truth, black athletes? Tell the truth. And of course, let me do this disclaimer, not all. But now you know damn well, ain't too many of these black athletes come out the suburbs. Only the biracial ones, like Mahomes. They come out the suburbs and come play football. These dark-skinned, these real black, the actual black dude, they come out these black ghettos, these dangerous neighborhoods. Because their mama couldn't stop having kids before him or after him. Yeah, I ain't never heard nobody live in hell and then reproduce 10 goddamn kids. And expect them not to get burned, and 5 of them at least not to get burned by the fire. That shit is stupid. And then the one that makes it, that's who they all lean on. Yeah, they could be the youngest child, but the oldest boys that went to jail and shit, the oldest sister stripping and messing with dope boys, so he the one decided to try to do something different and get everybody out the goddamn ghetto. This shit is crazy. We're gonna have to stop this weird ass thinking. Again, when we gonna check this behavior in these women? What about the men that's walking off? What about them? Husbands don't walk off. I'm gonna give y'all a minute. Go ahead. Husbands don't walk off. But baby daddies ain't got no commitment there. They were there just to bust. Then you decide to have a baby out of a one-night stand. Or a dude has already got other baby mothers. And so the kid that grows up to just with no help from your ass to play football and go to the NFL or go to the NBA. And then you think you got all this control over him. Well, my son, he gonna do this. And these dudes actually believe that they owe their mama something. And y'all even seen in the news where some of these NFL players, their mama straight up charged them. I need you to write me a check for $1 million. All I done for you. And I need to arm these black men. If your mother ever said that to you, you know what you tell her? What you've done? Yeah, that's right. What I need to do is put a restraining order on your ass, because if it weren't for you having us in the ghetto and you getting pregnant by all these nothing-ass men, I would have to have so many traumas and shit, almost getting shot at and going to a fucked-up school and all this, because of you don't know how to appropriately use your vagina to pick the right penis that could have elevated us out the goddamn ghetto. Lazy broad. Now, that's what they need to be telling these mamas that think this guy who just signed a deal for $50 million owes her about at least $15 million of it. You crazy mother lover. But anyway, I digress. Amanda Seals, shut the fuck up. But you don't have to. I just say that, but you don't have to. And King Richard, I hope it does well. November 19th. My goal is to be in one of those seats to see that movie with my popcorn or my double shot of Crown Apple. And they're chilling. Hope Will does a good job. He's due for a good movie. I mean, an Oscar-winning movie or Oscar. If Jada hadn't ruined it for him already with that Oscar so white shit. But anyway, I digress. Y'all be cool. And don't forget, I have a short story. Check out my book. It's only $10. Cash App. Rico the Opinionist. PayPal. Rico the Opinionist. This is the story about when I met my father. Met my father for the first time at 39, but I found out about him by accident at age 22. And I think the story is good. People have said that it's a page turner, an emotional roller coaster, and described it as a good read. So check it out, because this fatherlessness in the black community is real. That's why we should celebrate all those who are active fathers, which has been reported by the CDC, the Pew Institute of Research, blackdemographics.com. It says that black men are the most involved in their children's lives. And it says over 94% of black men are married to black women. So y'all can't tell me nothing stupid about black men. I'm just not having it, or black boys. All right? Be cool. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk again in the future. Peace.